I mean, it's a great privilege and honor for us at Nanavati, and I speak for myself and the entire team of 1,500 people, the doctors, the nurses, the resident doctors over here, who day in and day out are providing health care and human care to patients and people and attendants day by day. It's such a great morale boost for us that Shahruk Khan ji has actually, has come here. He is, like I said, was also telling him he is the patron saint of Nanavati Hospital. We have the privilege and the honor of having a ward named after his mother, and which we take very seriously. Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Thank you, sir.
And it's really encouraging for us. Thank you so much.
So just to make it clear, आप सब में से भी जो मेरी उम्र के हैं, सबका कुछ ना कुछ यहाँ पर 100% आप में से किसी ना किसी ने, आपके चैनल्स ने, आपके ग्रुप ने 100% यहाँ पर जो है चैरिटी दी होगी. बिकॉज़ एक टाइम था जब शुरुआत की थी हमने, तो हमने एक छोटा सा रूल बनाया था आप सबके साथ. आप बहुत सारे बहुत जवान हैं, लेकिन जो पुराने टाइम के होंगे उनको याद होगा कि एवरीबडी हैड टू पे 500 रुपीज़ चैरिटेबल वर्क के लिए इस हॉस्पिटल के अंदर. तब मैं इंटरव्यू करता था. अब तो मैं नहीं भी करना चाहता हूँ तो आप लोग कर लेते हो. तो पैसे की बात ही नहीं रही. बट आई हैव बीन एसोसिएटेड विद द हॉस्पिटल नानावती फॉर ईयर्स. The association started as a patient. Dr. Ali has looked after me in my various injuries. He's looked after my sister, my wife, and very few people know this, that when my third son was born, Abram, so he was very unwell, as some of you may know at that time, and he was rushed to the pediatric center here and looked after even before we could meet him. So it's a strange cycle कि जो मेरी माँ के नाम से जो वार्ड है, which they only with graciousness and gratefulness, I'm really grateful, उन्होंने अपनी मर्ज़ी से खुशी के लिए मेरी माँ के नाम से वार्ड को रखा. And my child was genuinely saved in this hospital, so I'm very thankful to you. And then today again with this new bone marrow transplant section that has been installed, I was made to understand by the very good doctors here that there are 10,000 cases which happen in India every year, out of which maybe 1,000 to 2,000 a year must be here in Mumbai itself. And this will turn out to be one of the biggest bone marrow transplant centers in the world, if at least amongst the top 5. Because of not only the fact that it's so advanced now, also I think what's important not only for India but for medical care, I think सबसे ज़्यादा important बात ये है कि वो जो है मुनासिब दामों में मिल सके. So I think that kind of stuff happening here, and wherever it happens, for me it is just a moment of happiness that I can be part of it. So there's no need to thank me. I'm here only because you save our lives. So thank you very much. Anything else anyone want to ask?
If you heal one of our Quran says, if you heal one of our human being, you heal the mankind, then you are saving everybody. Questions?
Shahruk, when it comes to bone marrow, perhaps awareness is still not that high, I guess. So, what do you think about it? How aware are we Indians about this particular issue, about bone marrow transplant? How do you plan to reach out to this?
I see, in the simple capacity, I can come here and think of myself as someone who's been honored and brought here. But these small gestures through yourself, me, all of us coming here, somebody will read about it, somebody will talk about it. And of course, there are awareness campaigns. I see lots of movie stars talking about organ donation. I think that's wonderful. So in whatever little way, I think public figures get a moment to talk about this or visit places. It's not just for कि हम यहाँ पर आ गए और ribbon काट दिया. I think इसकी वजह से 2-4 लोग को और मालूम पड़ता है. Like I got to know so much. My parents have actually succumbed to cancer, so I should have known a little more. But I just got to understand from Dr. Saab, the senior Dr. Saab here, that how many patients are there in the country, added every year 10,000. Thalassemia, children are, and many more cancerous patients. So I think all these things, and especially in our country with such a humongous population, I think these things are not only how many centers we make may still fall short for some years. So I think as much as we can encourage it through talking about it, telling people about it, and making it affordable, I think that's the most important part.
As someone who has such a global standing and being one of the biggest superstars of our cinema, do you think commercial cinema can be used to perhaps popularize this particular issue more, or do you think that that's not possible?
To be honest, cinema is a very small part of all of this here. So in whichever way, I mean, whenever, I'm not going to say and talk about morbid stuff that, we'll start dealing with a patient in a movie who's got a disease like that. I mean, Allah kare kisi ko bhi disease now. And one never has to choose a protagonist like that. But I think whenever there are moments like this, I think the first thing that Indian cinema does, has been doing for years, in whichever method, is doctors को एकदम भगवान के बाद माना जाता है, दर्जा दिया जाता है. They're always the last hope and resort. And I think that itself is part of cinema which has been propagating that. And yeah, other aspects, I'm sure now, even with the younger filmmakers, when they're coming in, the research is a lot more. Those days are gone जब वो मैंने एक फिल्म थी उसमें ब्लड जो है एक दूसरे को हाथ से डायरेक्टली लगाकर. So I think just being able to show it properly, I think that itself is educated enough. And then of course there are people who would try and put it in films too.
Excuse me, I'd like to thank Shahruk Khan ji, and also want to share with you that this is such an important milestone. Many of you may not be aware, but the Bhumi Pujan of this hospital was done by Mahatma Gandhi along with Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan.
Oh wow!
And
That's
the
amazing.
inauguration of the hospital was done by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit ji. Thereafter, Mother Teresa inaugurated the cancer ward. J.R.D. Tata also inaugurated a ward. And today, sir, you have inaugurated this thing. It is such a tremendous honor
They
for
must
us.
have been better dressed than me, I'm sure. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.